12 most awkward Love Island moments. Since Love Island has been on our screens in 2015, the show has slowly grown to the cultish levels. Everyone loves some pure reality drama, and no other show gives it off quite like Love Island. What makes it such an addictive show? Well, it must be the endless stream of cringe-worthy and awkward moments we're about to show you. Watch till the end for the most awkward and unbelievable scene loved by millions of viewers worldwide. Before we start, why not tap the subscribe button? The last scene is so entertaining, you just might forget to. Let's begin, shall we?
So now it's time to see if Amber has decided to couple up with one of the new boys from Casa and Mora, or if she has stayed loyal to Michael.
Number 12, Michael dumps Amber. It was one of those crickety silence moments when Michael was called up to pick on the girl he would want to couple up with. For the past few days, he had been cozy with Amber and they seemed to have a deep connection. So it would make perfect sense if he picked her. But she wasn't there. She was behind the scenes and would only come out after Michael made his decision. She was also meant to make her own choice backstage. She was to decide whether she would be loyal to Michael or choose Greg, some guy who she had been on a date with. The time had reached Michael was to make up his mind. He started off by giving a little speech, which was rather pointless if I was asked. Everyone was puzzled. You could tell they were all anticipating his answer. Finally, he opened his mouth and mumbled, "Joanna." We were all shocked, but that wasn't the worst part. Amber came in right after alone. She had chosen to be loyal to Michael, but he hadn't. It was so awkward. She ended up choosing Greg, and they actually got along pretty well. Michael was beyond embarrassed. From heartbreaks to tons of awkward moments, Love Island is full of drama. Here's one more cringeworthy moment that made it to our list. It also happened to be the worst fight on the show.
You're a oh, shit. Did you do that on purpose? No, I literally took it on my hand.
Number 11, girl fight. When you put a bunch of crazy single women and a couple of hot guys under one roof, there will definitely be some arguments and fights. One of the biggest fights has to be that of Katie McDermott and Malia Arkian. Katie claims she was punched by the other, which caused her to bleed, following their fracas in the villa. Malia was ejected from the show just hours after entering, after she attacked Katie. Apparently, she was jealous of the date Malia had with Scott, whom she liked. The scene was too graphic, the producers couldn't even show it. It all started after Katie decided to spark up a conversation with Malia the singer. She wanted to know her interest with Scott, and things turned sour real quick. In an unfortunate incident, Katie spilled her drink over Malia's leg. She says it was an accident, but Malia didn't think so. Malia started shouting, and when they were both arguing, she apparently shoved at Katie, almost breaking her nose. We can't get enough of cat fights. It's quite embarrassing that we want more. Here are two more girls who take out their claws for a man.
The mood in the villa is like so awkward. Amber obviously doesn't really want me in her space at all.
Number 10, Amber and Georgia. Every now and then, fresh meat is introduced into the house to spice things up. By fresh meat, I mean a new single housemate who is introduced. Georgia happened to be the new girl in town, and not everyone was pleased with this. She mingled with the boys over some drinks and got to know each one of them better. After a few drinks, it was time to vote. The new housemate Georgia was to vote first, and she chose Kem. Now, Kem was already paired with Amber, who was infuriated with the girl's choice. She got up and walked to her boyfriend and kissed him. She went on shouting backlashes at the poor girl who had no choice but to pick someone. So immature! The next scene is possibly the most awkward scene. Get ready to cringe so hard.
Good. There's different.
Number 9, Wanda and Danny. There are many ways to show your crush you like them. You could buy them a gift, ask them out on a date, or straight up tell them. Some people have a strange way of showing their love, but the strangest of them all has to be Wanda when she sat on Danny's lap just to mark her territory and profess her feelings toward Danny. What made it really awkward is she did it while Danny was having a conversation with another girl who liked him. This girl literally walked up to him, interrupted the conversation, and marked her territory. But no one in the house was really shocked. Wanda was capable of literally anything. Islanders talk about their housemates behind their back. Find out what happened when the gossip mate heard it firsthand.
What did you just say to them?
No, why?
What did you just say? just then. Be interested to see if you.
Number 8, Mora overhears Tom. Well, Mora and Tom have had their fair share of conflicts in the villa. When they fight, it's always a crazy public scene and they just don't care. Of all the times they have had issues, the most awkward has to be when Mora overhears what Tom said to the rest of the boys. I'll be interested to see if she's all mouth or not. Will forever go down in history as one of the worst lines ever. Mora heard everything. As soon as Tom uttered those not-so-magic words about Mora, things well and truly kicked off in the villa. And of course, all the lads were very sympathetic. They carried on with the fight in front of everyone. It was such a cringe-worthy moment. I'm embarrassed for them. This Islander was rejected in the worst way. Find out up next. Number 7, Alex and Haley. Love Island contestant Alex was having a rough time when he joined the villa. First off, no girl chose him. Then, when he later chose Laura Anderson, she ditched him for Nelson. As if that wasn't enough, Haley Hughes swerved him during a game after he tried to snog her. He clearly wasn't getting lucky in love in the house, so it was no surprise he got booted out fast.
And I was like, I don't know if she knows who I am, but I definitely think we were talking to the same boy at the same time.
No, I said the same. I literally said the same.
Number 6, Montana vs. Jessica. Dom's got his eyes on Montana, Montana's got her eyes on Dom, but Jessica, she's got her eyes on Montana's man. It was a crazy series of who's going to win over Dom. Even more awkward, these two girls found out their similar taste in men was more profound than they thought. Apparently, in 2017, they had dated the same guy at the exact same time. Yikes! The guy was two-timing them and they just found out on the show over a random chit-chat. Montana found out she had been the side chick and Jessica was the main. Awkward!
It just hurts to hear those things said about you or to be said about you by the person you care about a lot.
Number 5, mugged off. The mugging game is usually the most awkward. Here people find out what the housemaids have said about them behind their backs. Tom found out Sophie said she didn't think he was the one for her. He was heartbroken. Merlin found out Terry thinks she is childish. Adam said he would sleep with Liana, then dump her after. The one that hit home the most was when Katie mugged off Scott. She mentioned in a private conversation that she fancies the new boy, James. It got so awkward as she got questioned about it and was called a liar up front as she had denied it several times in the past.
I knew Jamie could sing, but I had no idea it was going to be as amazing.
Number 4, talent show off. It was time for the Islanders to show off what they were made of. The show went all okay when Gabby and Montana showed off their vocals. But things got a bit awkward when Alex got up to lap dance to a guitar song. It was so strange. When everyone thought that was the end of it, he got up and started rapping. It was horrible. We're not trying to say he's a bad rapper, but clearly he isn't the best.
Olivia's going to get tired of this. She got to go out.
Number 3, nasty tweets. The most awkward moments in the show have to be whenever the Islanders find out what the public thinks of them. Public can be really mean on the internet. 90% of the time, they don't have nice things to say about the Love Island cast members. In this Let Slip game, one random tweet will be selected and they had to guess who it was about. Some people thought Olivia would get dumped the moment she left the house. Others thought David was an annoying prick. It was a fun game and they were all smiles, but some of the tweets hit hard and it showed all over their faces. Olivia got hit the hardest when the game ended. One tweet quoted what Alex had said. It stated, "Alex, you didn't say you were happy with Olivia. You said you have a new bird downstairs." Awkward. She was really hurt by this. It was the first time she found out about what Alex really thought of her. People should really think through what they share on the internet. Think you've seen it all? Wait until you watch what this couple did in front of everyone.
Hello, boys.
Oh my God!
What's going on? You're right.
Oh, Malin.
Number 2, Terry and Malin. When Malin got booted out of the island, everyone was sad. Tears were dropping all over the place. No one expected it, not even her partner Terry, who appeared to be so heartbroken when she left. Or was he? He told her multiple times that he would follow her and leave the island soon enough. He continuously reassured her that he wouldn't be staying for long, and she bought it all. Little did she know he was lying. Yes, this man had been lying to her all along. He didn't leave the show, and just a few days later, he hooked up with another Islander. The producers decided to have fun with all this drama. They brought Malin back for a cameo to tell him what she thought of him. Watching Terry squirm his way out of accepting any responsibility for his actions was rather awkward and cringeworthy. Malin did give him a piece of her mind, and he just couldn't handle the heat. Such a scumbag. This literally churned our stomachs inside out, and we loved it. The drama on this show is unmatched.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it. It really works.
I am happy, like, obviously for everyone that's in there now in the final. I couldn't have picked a better bunch of people, so yeah.
Number 1, Terry and Emma. If you're wondering, it's the same Terry that we have mentioned. He had already replaced Malin just a few days after she left the island. Just to prove how fast he had moved on, he did the unbelievable on camera. As for PDA, lovers are allowed to hold hands, kiss, and cuddle. Anything beyond that is a tad bit awkward and probably illegal. As for Terry and Emma, neither of them cared what anyone else thought. One night, they decided to shag right in front of everyone. They didn't even wait for people to fall asleep. It was right after lights went out that they decided to get into action. Everyone in the villa was shocked. They literally got out of bed to watch this insane couple do their thing. Viewers from all over the world couldn't believe it. They trended for a while there, as no one could ever imagine they could do this. I wonder what their parents had to say about that.